warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good day. So today we continue with the next chapter, which is water soluble vitamin. Did you remember our previous chapter, which is fat soluble vitamin? Okay, can you name it? Okay, one of the fat soluble vitamin is A, and other three fat soluble vitamin is D, E, K. So very simple to remember, I did, right? So today we look at what is water soluble vitamin, which is covered vitamin B and C. Okay, let us revise. What are vitamins? Vitamins actually refer to the organic compound. So it is needed by our body, but in a small amount. However, the function of vitamin is very important, even though the amount needed by our body is very small. Okay, for example, it helps to promote and regulate body function, okay, such as growth, reproduction, and also to maintain our health. Okay, this is the list of vitamin. Okay, vitamin A, B, C, D, E, K. So different type of vitamin carry different function in our body. So we have already covered A, D, E, K in fat soluble vitamin. So today we will cover B and C, which is under water soluble. Okay, basically, vitamin can be divided into two, water soluble and fat soluble. So we already know about fat soluble vitamin, right? A, D, E, K. So today we just focus on vitamin B and also C. So vitamin B can further divide into different types of vitamin B. First is thiamine, B1, riboflavin, B2, niacin, B3, pantothenic acid B5, vitamin B6, biotin, B7, folate, B9, and also vitamin B12. Hey, look at this picture. So vitamin can be found in almost everything you eat. For example, if you eat bread, okay, bread contains thiamine, niacin, riboflavin, pantothenic acid, and also B6. Okay, in milk, okay, they are riboflavin, vitamin A and D. And a green leafy vegetable, vitamin A, E, folate, and also vitamin K. Okay, if you like to eat, okay, food, frying food or fried food, so you actually get vitamin E in from the cooking oil. Okay, if you like to eat meat, such as meat from the animal, such as beef or from lamb, also fish meat also contain all vitamin B. Okay, in modern diet, naturally, vitamin can be found from grain, vegetable, fruits, milk, meat, and beans. Apart from that, also can found vitamin from supplement, fortified and enriched. Okay, let us see what is the effect of process okay, towards vitamin content. Okay, the amount of vitamin in the food actually depends on the amount naturally found in that food, and also how the food is cooked, stored, and processed. Okay, there are two main processes that add nutrient in food, which is fortification and enrichment. Okay, we have to identify and differentiate these two types of process. Okay, please identify and differentiate these two main types of process, fortification and enrichment. Fortification is a term that is used to describe the addition of nutrients to foods, such as addition of vitamin D to milk. In natural or originally, milk doesn't have vitamin D. So during fortification process, vitamin D is adding to milk, okay, so that milk have vitamin D. However, in enrichment process, the addition, okay, enrichment is a term that is used to refer to the process that addition of specific nutrients to a food to restore those lost in processing to a level either equal to or higher than originally present. Okay, for example, if the food in natural or originally does not have the nutrients, but during enrichment process they add the nutrient to restore the nutrient that have been lost during process. Okay, during preparation process, for example, during cooking or during storing process. Okay, so to restore the nutrient that has been lost, so enrichment process is conducted. Okay, so the aim of enrichment process is to increase the nutrient loss content in the food to the level which is equal to the originally present, or to improve the level of the nutrient that have been lost higher than the originally present. Okay, so for your information, vitamin naturally found in the food can be washed away during preparation process. For example, during cooking, during cooking, we have many type of cooking process. For example, frying, boiling. So the vitamin can be naturally washed away from the food due to this process. Apart from cooking, okay, vitamin also can be damaged, okay, by exposure to the sunlight or oxygen. Okay, let us see what is mandatory fortification. So the fortification of enriched flour with folic acid can reduce risk of temporary to birth defect. So for your information, the requirement for folic acid in pregnant mothers is increased because, okay, according to the previous study, folic acid can reduce the risk of having neural tube birth defect, so that the industry have conducted a fortification process to enrich flour with folic acid. Other example is iodized salt. Salt producer or company are key partner in combating iron deficiency disorder, IDD. Okay, so because of the too little iodine can produce a thyroid enlargement, also known as goiter. Okay, so that the salt have been fortified with iodine to reduce iodine's deficiency impaired in fetal brain development, okay, as well as to reduce the risk of having goiter or enlargement of thyroid. Hey, look at here. Not all what you eat can be used by the body. Why? Because bioavailability. Okay, what does bioavailability means? Okay, so bioavailability is a term that is used to refer to how well a nutrient can be absorbed and used by the body. For example, if you remember the previous chapter, we have covered fat soluble vitamin, vitamin A, D, E, K. So if you eat a low fat or diet, okay, so during the process of absorption of fat soluble vitamin, so it will reduce the absorption of fat soluble vitamin. Okay, so that we have to eat fat soluble vitamin along with high diet intake of fat. Okay, So next example is vitamin A. Okay, vitamin A is stored in the liver, but it must be bound to a specific transport protein to travel to the blood to other tissue. Okay, vitamin A is also example of fat-soluble vitamin. Okay, therefore the amount delivered to the tissue depends on the availability of the transport protein. Okay, because of vitamin A is a fat-soluble vitamin, we need a protein to be transported to the tissue. So we have to improve the intake of protein. So if the protein is low, so the amount of delivered vitamin A is also reduced. Okay, let us see what happened to vitamin in digestive tract. Okay, almost 40 to 90% of the vitamin are absorbed in the small intestine. Okay, during chewing process, so this process break apart fiber and release the vitamin. What happened in our stomach? Okay, digestion in the stomach release vitamin from food. Some niacin absorbed in the stomach. Okay, produced by the liver or by produced by the liver will help to absorb fat-soluble vitamin. Pancreas that release the digestive enzyme also help the further release of vitamin. In our small intestine, fat-soluble vitamin absorbed from cells along with dietary fat. And water-soluble vitamins such as thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, vitamin B6, biotin, pantothenic acid absorbed by simple diffusion, facilitated diffusion, as well as active transport in the small intestine. Vitamin B12 absorbed in the latter portion, which is ileum of small intestine. Apart from vitamin B12, vitamin C also absorbed in this part, which is ileum, at the end of the small intestine. There are also vitamin that is absorbed in lower large intestine, which is colon. So absorption of smaller vitamin K, biotin, and pantothenic acid made by the bacteria in the large intestines. The different location absorb different type of vitamin, and almost vitamin absorbed in our small intestine. Hey, look at here. We need enough but not too much of each vitamin. Why? Because too much vitamin intake will pose toxicity, will increase the risk of toxicity. Okay, so the right amount of vitamin and a combination of vitamin are essential to our health. Okay, in developing country, vitamin deficiency remain a major public health problem. However, in industrialized industries such as developed country, UK, US, or Australia or Singapore, a more varied food supply along with fortification has almost eliminated vitamin deficiency disease in their population. So by having a fortified food, it will reduce the public health problem related to vitamin deficiency disease. Okay, so because more is not always better when it comes to nutrient intake, so that DRI have also established tolerable upper intake level as a guidance to the amount that are high enough to pose a risk of toxicity. So if we eat a vitamin a lot, or higher than upper limit, upper level, you are at a risk of at high risk of having toxicity. Okay, let us look at the vitamin functions. Okay, vitamin promotes and regulate body activities, and each vitamin provides a unique role. For example, vitamin B, okay, they are all coenzyme. What does it mean by coenzyme? Coenzyme is a small non-protein organic molecules that act as a carrier in metabolic reaction and are necessary for the proper functioning of many enzymes. So look at this figure. So this figure is very important to show the function of vitamin as coenzyme. So the purple color is referred to the vitamin. This purple color component will bind to the chemical group form active coenzyme groups. So this active coenzyme will bind together to the incomplete enzyme become an active enzyme. So active enzyme can react with a molecule and form a new molecule. So this process will happen in a circular form.